Now, Aaron, I'd imagine are you watching the pay-per-view this weekend? Are you going to do your rating system again, or what's the idea?
Unfortunately, my friend, I will not be able to do it this weekend. I will be at a Metallica concert on Friday evening, and then I'll be that's night one. It's actually a 2-night concert, 2 nights. It's split up Friday and Sunday. I will be probably on the mend on Saturday. But hey, if you are free, no,
I'm
no,
not. I work. I'm working.
Work.
I'm not going to see Metallica. I'm promoting events here, so yeah. Well, either way, we are going to do predictions.
Yes.
And what do you have to say about it? I again, sticking true to our motto and our creed. I've not really been watching AEW, but following it from afar. And it sounds like even as recently as this evening on Wednesday, when we recorded this, they seem to have a good sold-out crowd in Cardiff, which I love to see. Hopefully they're turning a corner in terms of their perception. The dark days are behind them. I can only think that this year is going to end better than it did last year. But who knows with these guys? All In London 2024. I guess we'll start from the top and work our way down. AEW World Championship match, Swerve Strickland, Brian Danielson, pardon me, and with his career on the line. Aaron, what do you got?
Before I give my prediction for this match, I just want to say congratulations to the Dynamite Kid, Tommy Billington. He is now officially All Elite, and he will be facing Chris Jericho this week on Dynamite. That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Tommy B. All right.
It's not even him. It's more or less your. Maybe I should be playing this because the police are going to come for you soon, Aaron. With your insistence of giving us every update going on in Tommy B's life. Holy moly. Okay. Anyways, back to the predictions. And yes, good for him. Did you get him? Have you given him the have you given him the doll you made for him?
Oh, come on. The custom made action figure. No, I have not. I haven't seen it.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Anyways, championship match. Who do you got?
Oh my God. I really hope that Bryan Danielson wins and ends this Swerve Strickland.
How dare you? How dare you?
It's just not, I don't know, not doing it for me. But that being said, I really think this might be Bryan's last match.
Do you think?
So, I think so, man.
I think he's got to win it. He can't leave. He's ruined the company. Everything that has gone wrong with AEW is because of Daniel Bryan and his insistence of the way that he wants the wrestling to look, which is boring, and he wants it to look like a shoot and Japanese, and it's just boring. It looks brutal, but it doesn't mean anything. And I always thought, I remember when I got back into wrestling, everybody was like, Daniel Bryan is the guy. And I saw his finishing move was the running knee, right? Which at that time, for a guy like me coming back, where finishing moves were jackknives, were stunners, was sweet chin music, stuff like that. Like a running knee was I was like, what? And so his influence on the industry cannot be understated, but I don't think it's been that great. And then he decided to fire CM Punk. He won't win any matches, which is probably the only thing that I can think of why he isn't going to win this. Is that he refuses to win. He's just destroyed any value that he has. Used to be the biggest name in the industry, and and now it can't draw. I don't think he can draw. So, anyways, but so I hope that he wins because it's almost as if he's a shark that has dragged AEW out to the middle of the ocean, and now he's just going to leave it to drown.
It's like a reverse reign of terror.
Yeah.
If that's even possible.
It is, yeah.
But that being said, I think Daniel Bryan's going to win this match. All seriousness, yeah, I think Daniel Bryan.
So we agree, and yeah, I mean, I hear you. It's Swerve Strickland. He had his moment, and I still love him. He, he sort of his undoing is fairly common in that it was almost the same as MJF. Just he shouldn't be a babyface. He's a way better heel.
Lose Prince Nana, lose the dancing.
You don't like that, hey?
No,
you don't.
No.
Wow. All right. That's the only thing that's sports entertainment in AEW right now is that dance. The dance is over.
You're not wrong there. Actually, no, that's not true. Sports entertainment. Speaking of which, we have Timeless Toni Storm.
Yes,
she is sports entertainment. What's the word I'm looking for? Personified.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's going against the Glamour, Mariah May. Mariah May, she's had a pretty good build up in this story. I think Mariah May is actually going to win this match. Yeah, I'm going to go for Mariah May, new champ.
I think I am too. Now, again, I haven't been following this. I know that the Timeless Toni Storm gimmick is over with the fans. It's not for me, but there's no denying that it's over. But what I've also been hearing is that the AEW faithful think that this is the sort of the best feud, and some say that it even could have closed the show, which I guess, I mean, it's a great sign. Certainly coming from, about a year ago where people were saying that AEW weren't doing anything with the women's division. Yeah, that was their whole thing. So, and I hate to be crass like this, but Mariah May is hot. She is so effing, pardon me, Brandon, sorry. She's so effing hot. I saw her promo photo after she attacked Tony, where she had like a little bit of blood on her face or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so she's my pick.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. And we got the AEW American Championship. MJF champion, who's done some cool things with it, against Will Ospreay. And MJF beat Will Ospreay for this. Is that right?
He did indeed, which is why I think Will Ospreay is going to win it back in his home country and turn it back to the UK title or international title or whatever the F it's going to be next. But yeah, MJF won the first one. Ospreay is going to win this one. And there's going to be a rubber match eventually. Soon.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I mean, everybody kind of assumed that Ospreay was going to be taking on Swerve and winning it, or whoever the champion was, right? So yeah, it only makes sense that he'd be winning it here.
Ospreay is probably going to beat Daniel Bryan for the championship at some point.
Yeah. There you go. And we got the other women's match, which again, on paper, I mean, this is great. I gotta say, Mercedes Moné, lover or hater, she is the big money match, and Britt Baker, who is AEW original, and if I was a betting person and somebody's getting fired or suspended after this pay-per-view, I'd say it's going to be Brett. Would be my guess. But who do you got for this one? I mean, this is a real head scratcher, I think. I don't know who's heel and who's not in this. Is it who's who? Do you know?
I think you've already answered the question on who's going to win. But as far as who's the face and who, I have no idea. I think they're both. I think Britt Baker's the heel. I think Monet's the face, but I think fans are treating it the opposite way.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think, as I said, you've already answered the question. Britt Baker just coming off a suspension, quite possibly will get suspended again. I don't think she's handed a championship. No, I think she's going out there. She's putting over Monet in front of the 45, 50,000 people, and that's it.
Wow. Yeah, it makes sense. The thing is, though, is that Mercedes Moné is leaving.
Sucks.
She sucks. Yes, that's besides the point. But as soon as that contract is up, she's going back to Papa H in the WWE. And there was a news story that came out a couple of days ago that she said she was even thinking of returning back to Mania 39. And I guess she snapped her leg or whatever, right? And she was already going to return. So, Britt Baker is an original, and I mean, who knows where? I mean, nobody, I guess, at the end of the day knows. She has no loyalty, I guess, probably either. But I mean, what do you want? Do you want Mercedes to go back to the WWE, beating your sort of your day one women's wrestler, or do you want Britt to be able to say that she beat Mercedes and Sasha Bank? I don't know, but yeah, I guess I agree with you on that it's going to be Mercedes.
You're getting paid $5 million a year. You're going over at Wembley.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
AEW TNT Championship. Jack Perry
in a coffin match. Yeah.
In a coffin match. Now, did you see how Jack Perry's TNT title was made?
He threw the original in a body bag and he took one out, right? And he got this brand new TNT championship.
Yeah, everybody does. So you haven't seen the video of
how it's made? Actually, no, I haven't.
I'm going to throw it on because it's pretty cool.
Okay. So who is the TNT champion? Is it Darby Allin?
No, it's Jack Perry.
Okay. And he just made a new championship. Just got this new championship.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think Darby Allin's going to win this match.
Okay,
if Jack Perry just debuts a new title.
You see that?
Yeah.
So that's him. This is Jack Perry doing this.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess he I don't know what that's called. Blacksmith? No.
Whatever it is, it's really interesting. Yeah, he melted it down and reshaped it and threw the paint over it like that. That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he did it himself. Yeah. So anyways, I think he's probably going to win. Would be my guess.
Yes. Yeah. And then the next match we have is Chris Jericho versus Hook, FTW Championship last chance. FTW rules match. If Hook loses, he can never challenge for the championship again as long as Jericho is the champion. This never bodes well for the person who is challenging. Chris Jericho wins. We've had too many title changes, I think. Jack Perry and Chris Jericho will retain.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know enough about this. I want to pick Jericho just based off of how much hate he's getting online. Wrestling fans really are so fickle. For years, for years, Jericho has been awesome. This particular iteration of the learning tree, maybe not his best, but it's not go home, please retire heat by any means.
No.
And and I resent the fact that that these goofballs online, and it's a minority, but they make up the majority of the AEW crowd are against him on this, because I think Jericho's only done good, and I was thinking about this the other day. I mean, Hook kind of reminds me of Joe Henry, who I haven't seen anything other than he sings songs and he's over in a meme. And that's the way that Hook was over too. Like people just memed him because he didn't say anything and he was in the background. And then, it was an insincere, support of fans. And now that's gone away, and Hook really doesn't have a whole lot going on for him because he doesn't have promos. That's why he wasn't speaking. He looks like a child, and he's not. So any time that he can spend with Jericho will ultimately make him look better. So, anyways, yeah, all that to say, I'm going for Jericho as well.
Fair enough. Joe Hendry, though, I actually went down a rabbit hole, like a 2-hour rabbit hole, and just watched a bunch of Joe Hendry. Never watched a single match of his.
No,
all I watched
so
all the opening, like every time he comes out for a match, like he has a new song for his opponent, right? And
right, yeah,
it's really funny. It's really good, but I've never actually seen the man wrestle. Once.
Yeah, and that's it's sort of like maybe Danhausen too, like and like at a certain point, it looked like maybe Orange Cassidy would have been there. I think maybe Orange has kind of moved out of that sort of thing. But yeah, like all I know about Joe Henry is that he's got this song and that people are behind him. I have no idea if he's a good wrestler or anything else beyond that, but God love him. God love him. You got to get over.
Yeah. Let's see. We have 2 matches left. AEW World Tag Team Championships, the Young Bucks versus FTR or the Acclaimed.
Now, is this going to end up being a triple threat or no?
I don't think it's supposed to, but you never know. It could end up being that way, but
yeah, because I can't see them leaving FTR off the card. But isn't that who fought last year?
Yeah, they've fought FTR so many times, like even before Wembley last year, and even since they've wrestled a few. So it's probably going to be the Acclaimed. Yeah. I still think Matt and Nick Jackson are going to win, regardless who they're fighting.
Yeah, I agree. If Daniel Bryan isn't the reason why AEW is where it's at right now, then it would be the Jacksons for sure. And I used to really like them, and I think that they are great wrestlers, but they just don't have the it factor, and they seem to it's the knock that's been against them. They just seem to be full of themselves, and I think it's to the detriment of the company. I'm not behind. Like, I get what the whole Matthew and Nicholas Jackson shtick is, but I don't think it was worth CM Punk.
Nothing was worth CM Punk.
No. Okay, and actually not too bad overall for an AEW show. I gotta say, we're already at the bottom of it. Casino Gauntlet match. I have no idea who. Do you know anybody else? Has anybody else been added since?
All I know is that there's 8 surprise entrants.
Oh, so it's all supposed to be 8 surprise, is it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how many people are in the match, but there's at least 8 surprise entrants, and one of them is rumored to be one Robert Lashley.
Now, really? I'm surprised that he's going there that fast.
Bobby Lashley and MVP, they made a copyright thing for the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah. Now, I just would have thought that he would maybe go to New Japan for a bit, maybe fight around a little bit before going right to AEW. Now, that's awesome. He's, the whole Hurt business thing was great. Everybody was upset that they got rid of it as quickly as they did. Bobby Lashley is going to make these AEW guys look like youngsters.
Yeah, I think Bobby Lashley might be good for the company, honestly. If there's one person that could, I don't know, if he's booked right, that could do something, man, it could be Bobby Lashley. But said he's got to be there. I think with MVP, they got to be
yeah.
a duo, and said you got to be booked right, man. If he's just going to be another mid carder, then whatever. But
No, well,
he has an
it wouldn't
opportunity.
make any sense. Like, honest to God, like who? He's a black Brock Lesnar. Like, there's nobody that is going to be able to, like, not Brian Cage, not MJF,
Not Marco
like
Stunt, not
no,
Jack Perry.
no, yeah, like these guys are going to look like little kids. Yeah. So, what about Ricochet? Is there any word on if he's going in, or what do you call him? Are we allowed to even say? Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I haven't heard any word. Who cares?
Yeah. That's. Yeah. I see. I would think it would be disappointing if it is him, but I for some reason I feel like it's going to be him and then Lashley a bit later. I don't know. So, but either way, are you saying that your pick is going to be Lashley?
If Lashley's in the match, yeah, I'm picking Lashley.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah,
who
no,
else
you can't.
Yeah.
No.
So
It's just,
whatever.
it's whatever. So hopefully Lashley's in. Hopefully he wins. But if not, whatever. It's a throwaway match anyway. But yeah, there you go. I think we've agreed on
everything.
match.
So I'm just for badness. I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to say Britt Baker because that's the one that I think. So I'll say Britt over Mercedes, even though logically it doesn't make any sense.
Fair enough.
All right, there you go. Predictions. And as we wrap it up, we go to your real deal.